Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tedi Unscripted on another crazy Friday. If you can't tell, I have my no shirt, no shoes, no mask, no service on today because I'm picky about things. And today we're doing a t-shirt day brought to you by Promo Stuff for you because they made some amazing Brooklyn Cafe shirts. And Jeff also made me this shirt, so I wanted to honor it a bit with a little bit of the sparkly silver, remind you to always be safe. Today I have such an exciting guest, and I'm going to fangirl a little bit before I bring him over because this is a company that I randomly found on Instagram like months and months ago. And I found it, and I was like, wow, like what a strange concept that I never thought of putting together. They sell, clothing, denim, and they also sell whiskey accessories. So they have like Skull ice cube trays and flasks. And when I saw it, I was like, wow, what a strange thing. And I kind of followed it because I thought it was interesting. And as I continued to post and they continued to come out with new products, I was like, wow, these are actually like amazing looking designs and designs that, I've never seen before. And it was a mixture of just like a really cool, just aesthetic that I haven't seen in a while, as opposed to, unfortunately, the normal aesthetic that I have, which is just like band graphic tees. So I don't know, I thought it was really cool. I got in touch with them with Mark Sanchez, which was insane to me because I did not think they would answer because they're such a huge company. So let's bring him on. Hi.
Hey, Teddy.
How
How's it
are
going?
you?
I'm doing good. Good morning. I drank too much yesterday, so I'm gonna be a little delayed. So just so you know.
That was literally me yesterday, so don't even worry about it.
Well, you've been seeing the stories on Whiskey Diet, and like we have these chugging challenges, and it's just the tolerance is getting too high. The bills are getting higher because it requires more alcohol. So.
But you know what? It's always more than a fun time. And it's something that I'm like, ooh, I want to come out there. I want to do a chugging contest. And then I lose in the first round because I'm a complete lightweight. But, like, it's fun.
Yeah, no, I think some of us we drink a little more than we should. Like, it should literally just be like a quick, but. So this is a liquid IV here.
So I want to ask you, how did you start Whiskey Diet? Because the idea is crazy to me.
Well, it's funny because like I used to be 405 pounds. I was really, really big.
Really?
I lost 200 pounds. Yeah. And I have like my quads are bigger than my waist. So I started getting into like skinny jeans. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good for
you.
But
it's if I get pants that are like my waist size, my leg size, then they're going to be bigger, they're going to be bigger on the waist. So I was like, okay, I got into skinny jeans, but it was really hard to find like the right amount of stretch. Mm-hmm. And it basically, the whole company is like an aesthetic for myself, for like bodies like myself, which I end up realizing it's actually more for women. So the women's side, like women actually ended up picking it up way more than guys because guys care what other guys think, where women are just trying to look good and they don't care what anyone thinks. So that's kind of how the company came about. Yeah, like I got into literally like the first, because I just started it last year. We just had a 1-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
I literally didn't have the idea June 15th of last year. And then I launched it on my birthday, July 23rd of last year.
Oh my gosh.
So we had like so many ideas and like plans for this year. But as y'all know, with the coronavirus and everything, especially out here in California, I mean, it's just been so crazy. So a lot of my stuff had to be put on hold. The new line that I have actually was supposed to come out in May. But we were getting like international shipping. I couldn't get any of my stuff. It was just like a whole nightmare. But that's kind of like the story, the background. I kind of do the keto diet, and I always knew that like whiskey was a keto alcohol you can have with like Diet Coke. And literally when the company called me, it's like, hey, we need your logo and we need a company name. And I was just buying jeans. I didn't even know what I was going to do. I was like, I'll figure that later. And I was literally sitting at a bar and I looked down at my drink. I'm like, Whiskey Diet.
There you go.
And I was like, that works. Whiskey Diet Denim. And then so it just kind of blew up from there.
I love that. And I didn't know that's how you started it because it is such a huge issue for men I never thought of, but for women that it's the same thing. It fits your butt, it doesn't fit your waist, it fits your legs, you can't get it over your knee on one side. It is nothing ever fits correctly.
Yeah. No, and I think that's the thing is like I never expected it to work with the ladies, because when I got the pants, I was thinking, I'm like, oh, these are kind of low rise. And I had a friend of mine try them on. She goes, I want to try on the jeans. Like she thought it was gonna be like boyfriend jeans.
Yeah.
And when she put them on, I was like, whoa, the aesthetic is so awesome on a woman, because like it fits them high waisted. And like if you're not curvy, the jeans don't have to stretch, so they're still very form fitting. But if you are curvy, the jeans open up. So it was like, whoa, this is really cool. So I've been looking into doing more stuff like t-shirts where like the shoulders don't constrict here. You're able to like stretch from here. So there's so many, like I'm looking for all comfort right now. Basically like taking maternity clothes to the next level.
I was gonna say, I've read reviews on everything, and everyone says they're so comfortable, they're so soft, they're so nice, and all I can think of is like, this is what the jeggings trend was supposed to be: comfortable, nice, real fitting jeans.
100%. Yeah.
I love
and I think that's the thing is like, it's already taken a direction that I didn't even expect. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna make fun stuff, you know, that's it. That was the goal. It's still the goal. I have a kid with autism, so we were supposed to do like a whole autism effort in April for Autism Awareness Month, the Autism Walk for Autism. Just so there's a lot of things. I've had, this is probably my 5th clothing company that I've had.
Oh, wow.
So I've been designing or been a fashion designer for a long time. But since my 9 to 5 and being a full-time single dad, that's kind of taken up my whole day. So this was literally like an outlet to just have fun with something.
That's amazing. And we actually just had, we have like a whole production company, and we just had the other day, Sensibility was on, and they are a group of autistic adults who they create handmade candles, and it's a mother and a daughter who turn their home into a group home. So other autistic adults could come live with them. They make candles, they sell them, they're amazing. We have all these groups. I'd love to get you in touch with them.
That'd be awesome.
I'm sure would love to participate in an autism awareness campaign with you guys.
No, it'd be great. Like it's funny because like everyone gets wrapped up on the whiskey thing, and sure, I drink whiskey, but there's people who are like, I have friends who are sober, and they're like, oh, like, I don't really want to promote. It's like, no, it's an oxymoron. Like, a whiskey diet is not sustainable. It's not real.
Yeah, we're not promoting only drinking whiskey.
Yeah, or anything like that, because there's a company called Earn Your Booze, right? And like they have these shirts where it's like whiskey, earn it, IPA, beer, earn it, tequila, earn it. And I get it, like, but really it's also like a fitness company, so it's just like a fun message to put on your shirt. But with mine, it's like, take it however you want. It's a joke, it's silly.
Yeah.
But the clothes are cool. The clothes don't have alcohol, so that's what I always tell people.
Completely sober clothes.
Yeah, so when people are like, wait a minute, like you're gonna do stuff for autism, aren't you like an alcohol company? It's like, dude, I don't sell alcohol. Sure, that's the dream. I would love to, eventually make my own whiskey or something, because that was one of my things, like to put a little bottle as a keychain on the jeans when you buy something.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to do, but yeah.
That's amazing. And honestly, when I first saw it, like you read it as whiskey diet, I didn't, until you just explained to me where the name came from, it wasn't something that I was like, oh, whiskey diet, always drink whiskey. It's just like, yeah, that's a thing that happens. There's so many companies out there that the name has nothing to do with what they are. It's just the name of a company. Yeah. And it's it fits with the aesthetic.
Yeah, and there's a denim company called like Scotch and Soda. There's a lot of like different kind of shout outs to liquor and stuff. So, it's just, but for me, like I said, it's just, I love the idea of being able to brand something and just keep building on the idea, because now I'm like getting, like becoming friends with like a lot of whiskey enthusiasts and like whiskey supporters, whiskey girls, people who are like you've seen the accounts, like,
oh yeah.
But it like opens up this aesthetic where like, we're also in a fashion, there's a lifestyle, I love grilling steaks, that opens up into that, but it's just kind of like, it's kind of like this community of people that it's like, if you're cool, you're invited, like it, and if you don't like it, that's okay too. Like there's no in between. So I'm just making things. I've learned with fashion, you just got to make what you enjoy, what you know, but don't try to be something you're not. You know, because you'll see that you go to a skate store and like every brand starts looking alike, and you're
Yeah.
like, hey, why
Just
does
had
Vans
that.
have a striped shirt? Why does yeah, like you know, or another company like that will have the same kind of, and every season too. So
Yeah.
it's like they're all like just spying on each other.
You
So I'm
can
like,
go
I'll
to
just keep
Shein
making
and
what I
find
enjoy.
everything.
Right. Yeah.
But this is something, it's so unique that that's what it first caught my eye. I think I found you guys 4 months ago, 5 months ago, something on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
And it caught my eye that I was like, this is not something that I see on every Urban Outfitters, on every Shein and AliExpress and Forever 21.
Yeah.
This is something I haven't seen before. And
Yeah,
it's
no,
so hard today.
it's exciting. Yeah, and I don't want to sell in stores. Everyone's like, are you going to sell in stores? No. Because I like it to be kind of like finding something really cool at a yard sale. So
Yeah.
we do pop-up shops at like bars and like
Oh,
outdoor events. So
I love that.
everything, because this year's been, we haven't done it, but
Yeah,
we've been connecting with like
understandable.
dive bars and whiskey bars. And then I'll give out flasks to customers and I sell shirts and, you know, I get them involved. I do giveaways. So it's like I'm kind of chasing more of the 1,000 fan method versus like 100,000 followers that don't care if you post anything. Or I have like 1,000 who are loyal, who are ready. When I drop stuff, they're like they're scooping it up. You know, they're not waiting for a coupon code. They're supporting the brand because we're, you know, not
Yeah.
huge, but we're, you know. So and in that, it's becoming bigger and bigger.
And you guys are coming out with everything more. We were just talking about you're coming out with face masks that I adore. The tank top that came out that I just put an order in for before the interview.
Yeah. I'll send you a bunch of stuff. You should have told me. I'll send you guys stuff.
But
Yeah.
no, I'm so excited to get the shirt because that's the first thing that I've gotten to be like, yes, I want to order it because I love all the stuff, but so much of it with work, I can't wear everything. But that was sort of like,
No, I
I don't care.
understand.
I'm getting that one. I want that one. And
Yeah.
now that I know that you guys have face masks, I'm going to get one of those too because those are adorable.
Awesome.
It's just on your Instagram looking.
There'll be more coming out soon. Like I said, we just like everything's delayed because
Of
the
course,
wholesale
yeah.
blanks take longer to print and everything. So I'm doing a whole Whiskey Wednesday line.
Ooh.
And then it's just like if you've noticed like my posts on Wednesdays, I typically do put something out. I put the Mean Girls one on
Yep.
Wednesday. We drink
Seen
whiskey,
that
you know,
one.
and it's like it's like in the theme of Mean Girls. So I'm just it's getting like it's taking me to like you know like I said I didn't have this idea last year, so it's crazy how much I've built upon it, you know.
It's one of the things we had talked about on our morning show today. If you looked back at yourself at this time a year ago, 2 years ago, of course, no one thought we were going to be in a pandemic, but how much have you grown and have you seen everything you've accomplished and like how proud of the past you would be of you now?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
incredible.
It is. No, and I think, yeah, it's so funny because you see this, like people constantly posting these like, you know, these motivational quotes. And it's always that, like, what were you doing last year? Like, what have you done in this time? Are you just at home worried or are you creating something, figuring it out, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's interesting to see what people have actually done during this pandemic, you know?
It is. And I've seen some people absolutely shine out of their proportions and just shoot into the stars and be amazing. I've seen some people who are really trying to get on their feet and really trying to push and do what they can. It makes me so happy to hear companies still thriving, companies that are so young and who have so much potential to still grow immensely, saying like, no, I'm going to keep
Yeah.
going. I'm going to keep thriving and doing it so well. So I'm
100%.
very excited for you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and like there's no competition like with anybody. Like a lot of other companies hit me up to do collaborations. I'm like, let's go. Like
That's amazing.
I help you, you help me. Like yeah, so it's really just yeah, because who's my competition, right? It's like
Yeah.
it's all subjective. So if you like a shirt, cool. If you don't, that's okay. It's not everybody's cup of tea. But
Yeah.
it's cool seeing like the kind of the customers who are like buying because it could be anybody. You know, I had like a 85-year-old, you know, a great grandma was like, she was like still a whiskey drinker and like bought like every single shirt for her like nieces and nephews for Christmas and stuff. It was like,
That's my
but
kind
it's
of
just
grandma.
like, yeah. And they'll send me like emails and like, thank you, everything fits. When are you going to have more stuff? So it's just like, it's really cool seeing like how far it goes. It's not just like,
Yeah.
hey, if you don't have tattoos and drink whiskey, you can't whereas it's not that at all. It's
And I
like something
love
for
that.
everybody.
I love that so much. I used to work at an axe throwing bar. I worked there for quite a while, and I was an axe master. I was a bartender, and that was an issue. Not an issue, but that was something that I always felt, that I was the only one there that didn't have tattoos all over, and I didn't have all these piercings. And just because that's the community I was in, most people who throw
Yeah.
axes are very Viking-like. Everyone had rune tattoos. And it was a thing that I was known as, like, this is the princess, because I didn't have any tattoos and I just kind of walked around in jeans and my tank top. And even when I was bartending, I didn't have all the stuff on because that's not who I am. And this is something that I'm like, okay, I can kind of be in, I can get in, I can start with everyone, because that's why I started drinking whiskey. Fun fact, my manager
Yeah.
took me out and took me for my first whiskey ginger. And that's the first time I was like, okay, I like it.
Yeah, awesome.
My taste buds
Yeah.
have evolved.
Yeah, I think so. It's not something you think you're gonna drink when you're 18,
Yeah.
like you're, or like you're growing up and you get a beer here and there and you're just like, even that's too much. But
Yeah.
even coffee. I think everyone, if you're over 30 ordering caramel fraps, like
I worked at Starbucks, and you have no idea how many people come in like, can I have that pink thing? I'm like, I know it's a pink drink. You're like 45, 50 years old. You come in here every week for
Yeah.
it. I know you know.
Yeah, no, I was this girl I was seeing like a year ago. She was still getting like caramel frappuccino with like 3 shots of espresso, and I'm like, you are a child.
Yeah.
What are you eating?
Just
Kid
drink
cuisine
coffee.
later?
I can't tell
Like,
you how badly made fun of you get if you work at Starbucks and you go in and order a frappuccino. Like, they won't let you live it down. You're either taking straight
No.
espresso shots or you're not drinking coffee. Like, that's
Yeah,
it.
I think when you work there, you advance your coffee game almost immediately.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it is so cool that you're saying, you don't have to be all tatted up to wear these cool clothes.
No,
Again,
it's
that's something that
not
I
at all.
felt. That I felt I had to, I used to do, like, henna tattoos on myself. Because I was like, oh, like, everyone else has tattoos. And it's nice to know that there's companies that are like, you can wear this, you can be cool, you can wear these cool aesthetics. We're not trying to tell you to be a Viking or be, someone you're not. And I love
Right.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's coming up next? You said your fall collection is coming out soon.
Yes, fall collection is basically going to be basics. So because we do a lot of pop-up shops, a lot of the bartenders are like, hey man, like, or even like the employees of these establishments, they don't have all our jeans have like rips or distressing. So the clothes that are coming out, and it's actually a post on my Instagram. I could have sent you those pictures, but it's basically
Okay.
they're coming out
I'll
next
edit
week.
them in.
Okay, yeah, it'll be September 25th.
Yes.
So next Friday. And yeah, so basically we just did like a flat black, a smoky black, like dark gray black, a dark blue, and then like a mid-wash blue.
Yeah. I'm so
like,
excited.
I've
That
already
sounds so
have-
nice.
Yeah, I'm already getting DMs for pre-orders. I'm like, dude, trust me, we're going to be fully stocked because I think it's just good to have the essential jeans. So it'll be like the essential line, like fall essential line. So
Yeah. And especially with this
Yeah.
year I'm in Florida and our weather is so insane and it rains all the time. And it's one of those things that I can't wear ripped jeans to work. And if I want to go out, you have to wear jeans because it's pouring. And it's a whole thing of I would like to go from work to go out and not, my bosses
Yeah.
aren't watching this, I hope, but I would like to go out right after work and be able to wear the same clothes. And I love the idea. One, I love smoky, like the gray jeans. So I'm very excited about that. That got me like, ooh.
yeah, no, you're going to dig them. And we're even going to go a little bit bigger. So, because right now I think for women, we accommodate from like size 2 to like size 18. So I want to continue to probably go up to like 26, and then for the guys to go up to 40.
May I
So,
say, that's amazing too, because that is such a huge issue in the fashion community right now. That so
100%.
many companies, they're one size fits all. They only go from like size 00 to, I don't know. I've had clothes, I'm a size 8 in their jeans in some companies that don't fit me. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and that's the
amazing.
thing is like with us, it's very consistent as far as the stretch goes. So yeah, and like even like our slacks or our chinos, like I didn't get to photograph them because of the pandemic and stuff, but like some fit a little bit differently than others. But that's the one thing. So the ones that were a little more snug, I like I'm getting rid of them. Like I want it to always be like form fitting, stretchy, and even like we're gonna be doing like a lot of fitness stuff. where you can even like, because the jeans now, you could squat in the jeans now. Like
Yeah.
you can work out in our jeans.
I would love to
And
terrify people to go to the gym and just squat in jeans. Have people be like, "What?
yeah,
What?"
yeah. No, I mean that's the thing is like I will never buy denim again. I mean I love it too, but it's like it's so uncomfortable. You got to like wash it. You got to. There's so many
Yup.
techniques where these are like almost like like jeggings, right? Like it's just
Yeah.
like
I live in leggings all the time, every day.
yeah, athleisure, baby.
Yeah.
So
So to be able to look
yeah, but
professional and nice in jeans and still be this comfortable, I'm 100% in.
yeah, no, 100%. And that's kind of like my goal is like I want to extend the brand like to all these other things. And you see these brands on Instagram, but like the price points are ridiculous. And they just try to create this aesthetic like you don't belong. So the next
Yeah.
the next photo shoots that I'm doing, it's going to be with like women who are a little bit, a little bit bigger, guys of all sizes. I want to show kind of the diversity that hey, you don't have to be like this ripped model,
Yeah.
It's so weird because like that's the thing is like I love getting those messages where like man I'm feeling myself now.
I love that.
Sorry,
so
my
much.
son's waking up.
No, of course. Hey, if he
One
wants to come
second.
on, say hi. But there is a huge uproar with that right now too of using bigger models. I know another fitness company, because you guys started always accepting people. You started with a big size range. There were some that didn't, and there was another fitness company who for the first time posted a bigger size female model, and they were getting so much hate, so much insanity, that it's so nice to see that you're from the get-go saying this is what I want to do. This isn't something I want to evolve into. This is something
Yeah.
I'm going to do.
Yeah, and I think it's like I remember when I was bigger and I wanted to wear fashionable clothes. I had no option but to go to casual Mel XL, and like they have funky colors and the jeans aren't cool, and I think American Eagle Outfitters, they were the first ones doing like stretchy jeans. And like they
Yeah.
even went up to like size 48, which believe it or not, I used to be a 50. So that was like, okay, I gotta, yeah. But so it's just like, it's sad when you go to a store and they don't have your size, and it's like, it's the style you want. And then, so you succumb to getting into a store or clothes that you're not even into, but it's because it's the only thing that'll fit you. So you're not shopping at Forever 21, you're shopping at Big Dogs.
And you look like
my-
every other person who has to shop there, and everyone dresses the same, and it creates this awful kind of stereotype about people. Whereas, why can't you wear what
Yeah.
you want to wear?
Exactly, and I think you see it now though. Like H&M has bigger sizes, so does Forever
Yes.
21. So you're starting to see that.
I am, and I'm very happy about that. And I love that companies are starting to do away with Photoshop. I love they're starting to use bigger models, but I think it's going to take a while for these companies that for so long did create that, just like you said, that elitist, you don't belong type attitude, to change their audience and have their audiences realize that clothing shouldn't be like that. And, I hope they do, and I hope it continues, and I hope people can learn from what they've had, because I've seen, like I said, companies who used to be very elitist starting to change, and they're not having the best feedback from it because people are so into that mindset.
Yeah, I mean, I think Abercrombie, would do so much better if they didn't,
Yeah.
if they went past 36, if they went past, size, I think even extra large. It's kind of like
It's hard
forbidden.
to find extra larges. Yeah. I remember
it's
that as a
like-
kid.
like, or even like Zara. Like Zara is all
Mm-hmm.
European fit. So I have to get like a 2X or a 3X when I'm really like a large XL, but
Yep.
it's just like, yeah, like, so it's just, I get it. Like we're big Americans. I get it. But,
And it's such
But
a
it's
bump in your
just-
confidence too, when like you go to Forever 21 one day, and this happened to me. I went one day, and in their jeans, I was like, oh, cool. I'm like a size 6 or whatever. And then I went back the next
Yeah.
week to get another pair, and for some reason that pair was such a weird fit that all of a sudden I'm a size like 18. I was like, well, I'm not though, but these random jeans are so small that it really hits your confidence.
and like it's so poorly made too, because like
Yeah.
you could buy 3 of the same shirts, and one's going to be like a crop top, one's going to be really wide at the top,
Yeah.
or so it's like, yeah, I try because I always find a shirt that I like or something, and I'll buy 5 of them,
Yeah.
and that's how you could tell like American Apparel that probably fits better than like a blank from H&M, because It's
Yeah.
just, even if you look at the tags, one will be made in China, one will be in Indonesia, and it's the same shirt. You're like, but they gotta supply everybody, so they just get it made wherever they can.
But your stuff seems so durable and so, like you said, you're even getting rid of the more form-fitting things because you want everything to be able to fit people
Yeah.
correctly.
I can't wait to send you a pair. I want you to give
I'm
me a
so
full
excited.
review.
We'll bring
And
you back for a
yeah, no,
show.
they're great. Like the jeans that I wear, like that are like super holey. Like what ends up happening is actually they get a little bit baggier. So when you wash them and dry them, they kind of shrink back to the original form,
Oh,
but they don't actually rip.
that's
You know,
so
like they don't,
nice.
because they're I think they're 51% elastine. So like it's almost like what leggings are made out of. Leggings are like 95%. So it's like half
Yeah.
of that with some denim and with some cotton. So, but yeah, I'm going to continue to make them better because this first run, I learned a lot. I learned that darker sells. I learned that there are people who don't like the holes, you know, who need them for work or to go out or to go to work then go out like you. And so yeah, so I'm trying to hit everything, but it's hard, you know, like it's hard to
Of
like really,
course.
because everyone is so different and diverse. So I think with this next release, we'll really have like a full spectrum of like a good denim, like, you know, choices. And then
Yeah.
the jorts have done really well too. So I've been looking into getting those done like even more. But
Nice.
yeah, because everyone's like, oh, where are the Daisy Dukes? Where's this? It's like, dude, I
You
can't
can't do
I mean, I'm not
everything at
there yet.
once.
Yeah, not everything at once.
But
So
congratulations, such a huge congratulations, because this is such an amazing company. And like I said, I didn't even think I was going to get a response from you when I messaged you, because I was just
no,
like, this is such an amazing thing to do.
you were literally like one of those messages where like it was way at the bottom, and like I'm like, where's I have one message I haven't read, so I finally was like, you know what? I'm clearing all these, like, you know how you're just like sending hundreds and claps
Yeah.
and to while you're watching stories. So my thing was just jam packed with that, and then I saw you. I was like, oh, I was like, I gotta hit her
Yay.
up. Yeah,
But thank you so much for coming on. And tell
you got
everyone,
it.
what's the website? What's your Instagram? How can people buy your stuff?
Yes, so the website is whiskeydietdenim.com. The Instagram is whiskeydietdenim. Right now we have a 25% off sale if you use the code aged 25 years, like a good
Nice.
whiskey, aged 25 years. And I'll probably give you your own coupon code, so I could send
Oh,
people some free stuff if
thank
they order
you.
anything. Yeah, I'll send you a free flask, like you were saying, skull ice cube
Aw.
trays, hats. I always tend to throw in like random stuff. We have a bunch of handmade wooden keychains, so every order gets something cool with it. So yeah,
I love that.
so
That's so cool. And if you guys are
yeah,
watching us on YouTube, Facebook, anything like that, I'm going to post all the links below right after the show ends. So you can click on that, go straight to the website, straight to the Instagram, see everything. Thank you so much, Mark, for coming on. And I hope you have an awesome
you got
day.
it.
And thank you guys
Yeah,
for
you
watching.
too.
And I'll see you next week. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I'll ending. Bye, guys. I hope you have a great week. And I'll see you next week for everything. WhiskeyDietDenim.com. Find them on Instagram. Is going to be absolutely amazing. And we'll see you then.